Good evening, everybody. Welcome to episode 4 of the OCAT podcast. Yes, that is on Caffeine and a Prayer. My name is Wendell.
My name is Glory.
And I'm Myron. I'm trying to figure out why Gloria's over here cracking up.
You know why.
Yo, but before we go, y'all, I'm not even gonna front. I'm like I'm like the worst type of black person.
What do you mean?
Like my skin, I'm either sweaty
Oh.
or
Oh,
ashy.
because of the.
No, I'm serious. I'm either y'all, y'all who watching it. I'm gonna keep this in this because I know somebody has. I know I can't be the only one that there's no in
Oh,
between,
no.
like a sweet spot. I'm either glowing or I'm ashy.
Yeah, you're not alone. You're not alone
I'm
for
sure
sure.
there are people who agree, who relate to you. But
So, what are we talking about? We're talking about financial anxiety.
Yes.
yes,
Great
Yes.
topic. Great topic.
heavy topic. Oof, scary topic.
Yep.
Yeah. Finances are scary. That's the worst part of being an adult.
Especially in this economy.
What you say, Wendell? What you say?
Yeah,
Under this current administration, it's crazy.
Yeah.
yeah, um, yeah. No, it's definitely. I'm not gonna lie to y'all. I'm not nervous, but like the weight of this topic is it's really heavy for me. At least I know for me. I want to say for us, but like it weighs a lot on me as an individual and as an individual within a partnership. Like,
And the worst is like that was key what you said, an individual within a partnership because you're supposed to have more money when you pull your money together. And
bro,
sometimes, like I really feel for my single family out there because I'm like, geez, it's hard out here for people who got two incomes in one house.
yeah,
And yep,
yeah,
That's
no.
tough.
welcome to 2026, everyone.
Oh, welcome to 2026.
God
Okay,
bless.
I wanted to start off today by like giving out like the, I guess, definition of what financial anxiety is.
Okay.
And then from there, I think we can like pull it apart, decide if it like,
Okay.
fits our understanding of what it is and things like that. But so here we go. Financial anxiety, often called money anxiety, is a persistent, overwhelming state of stress and fear regarding personal finances, debt, or economic security.
Persistent. Because sometimes it's not. Yeah. I mean, sometimes it's not persistent because there are times where you naturally have more. Well, I don't know. Half of my income is from freelance, so you know there are times where I have a lot more freelance work, so that's more money. So I don't. Is it persistent?
I think for me, yes, it is persistent because it might not be like on the forefront of my mind throughout the day, but in the back of my mind, I'm
That's
always
true. That's
thinking,
facts.
I'm always like, how am I gonna do this? How am I gonna be able to afford this? Like, especially like Wendell said, in this state of this economy that we are currently in. So yeah, I agree with the persistence.
Yeah, so do I. Because, like, speaking for myself, I wake up every day and then for some reason it just pops up in the back of my mind, like, finance this, finance that. And to me, financial anxiety is more of a mindset than anything because, like, I learned from my parents that you're going to be chasing financial stability all your life because your definition of financial stability is going to keep changing. Like, it's going to evolve, and then you're just going
Yo, I I gotta agree with that because I think the younger me, if the younger me knew how much money I had, the younger me would be like, "Oh, you good player,"
to, yeah.
Uh, and I would be trying to explain to the younger me.
Like, this is not enough.
Have y'all noticed like every episode we learned that he's good?
What do you mean? Good what?
Every episode you're good.
As far as what?
Like you start off because in the first episode you're like, oh, you came from Miami, you came to Atlanta, and like everything like started popping off and
Yeah, I mean,
things like that.
Glory, I'm better. Good. I'm better. I won't hold you and say I'm like what I was at 25. I
Yeah.
hope not. But no, but it's what Wendell said. Your definition of financial stability changes. Because I don't, I'm sure me from 10 years from now will look at me now and be like,
Mm,
nah, you was a good player.
true.
We good now.
That's true. That's fair. That's a fair assessment on both
Mm.
sides. But like, feel like, is there like a state where you're like, okay, this is what it is, like just basic necessities in terms of like financial stability, and then you're chasing more after that. Like, do you think you're stable when it comes to like the basics, and then after that, you're like, oh, I need to keep pushing further
Oh,
past that.
yeah. I mean, yeah. You could be stable, but who wants to live at the basics?
Fair.
Yeah.
Like you could be, yeah. I mean, well, okay. So let's. This is setting up something good. What do you define as the basics then?
Okay, for me, I think the basics are just being able to have a roof over your head without constant fear or worry of like where's the money for rent or mortgage or whatever, where's it gonna come from next, like just having a consistent income or supply for that
Mm-hmm.
necessity for food,
Mm-hmm.
even with the changes in prices, like being able to accommodate any fluctuation that occurs with like food price change, all that stuff.
Well, yeah, that's an interesting conversation. Keep going, girl. Keep going. That's an interesting conversation. Keep
I'm
going.
just saying, like having like roof over your head, money for roof over your head, money for like food, basic necessities, water, things like that. Being able to have, I guess, a little savings might not be basic necessities, but emergency funds. To
Yeah.
me, I think,
As an adult, you need
yeah,
that.
that's okay. Yeah, I would consider basic because anything can happen. Having the ability to have that, and then as well as having a means for transportation, because we live in Atlanta, not
You
a
need a car.
walkable. You need a car.
Mm-hmm.
So like having consistent transportation and not like, oh, my car breaks down every 5 days, things like that. So that's what I see as basic necessities.
You agree with that, Wendell?
I do. I really do. Like you said, food, water, having a roof over your head. But it's scary because we're living in a society where basic necessities are now looked at as luxuries now.
Ain't that wild?
Yeah.
That
Yeah.
is wild.
Like education is through the roof. Like it's like loans, different, just different things that we used to view as, just basics. It's
Yeah.
just spiraling really.
So then I'm gonna say something controversial.
Mm.
It's gonna get some heat. It is. It is.
Okay.
My generation, because you guys are technically the generation after my generation, was sold a lie.
Sold a lie.
Sold a
Okay.
lie. Yeah, the
What do you mean?
American dream lie that you guys were smart enough to. First of all, you guys, your generation is smart enough to have grown up and saw. That's a lie. My generation was dumb enough to believe. You know what? Yeah, if I get good grades in school, then I go to college and I get me a job, everything will be swell.
That's not
You guys are the
controversial.
first generation to say, nah.
But
I don't think that's
it's.
controversial.
I don't. Okay, you don't think. I don't think that's controversial either. But I also don't think that it was a lie, because hear me out. Hear me
Okay.
out. Hear me out. Hear me out. Hear me out. I don't think it was a lie because for many immigrants,
Hmm.
that was a possibility. That has happened for a lot of.
For which generation? We're talking about generations. I'm not talking about immigrants.
Okay, you're right. And that's true. But for your generation, I don't think you guys were sold a lie. I think the generations above you, they were able to acquire the American dream, but they were bad citizens that they did not make it possible for the generation after
Yeah, so
that.
then stop telling us. Stop. Listen, I know it's because there sometimes happens these generational wars, but I'm serious. Boomers
Mm.
and X's kind of sold millennials and above that. Oh, just go like, yeah. It's I'm not trying to make it real controversial, y'all, but I'm saying it is a lie. If you're watching this, I'm telling you this. This is gonna hurt you, and your parents are gonna say, "Don't listen to that big-headed dude on the podcast." But I'm telling you, you do not have to acquire $100,000 in student loans
Oh yeah, you don't.
to make a living.
I agree with that. Definitely agree with that.
And these are all. Everybody up here has an advanced degree,
Yeah,
and
yeah,
and
yeah.
we're even telling you, you really don't have to.
You don't.
Listen, because listen, if I could do it all over again, I would probably get me some specialist certification
Mm.
in HVAC.
Facts. Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay.
Do you know how much money HVAC people could basically print their own money?
Yeah, yeah, yeah. No, like the what do you call them? Apprenticeships?
Yeah.
Trade school.
Trade
That's what it's
school.
called. Trade
Yeah.
school, trade school, trade school. Yes. Yes. And I think like there's now a shift towards that actually. Like people like our generation, like you
Your
said.
generation wised up.
Yeah, yeah, yeah. We're like looking at it and like, yeah, no. Well, so there's definitely a shift towards that. Um, but I don't know. I don't want to sound like the one that's against everyone, but I don't know. I don't believe in the American dream. I just want to put that out there. But
Well, I think because Glory, I began by saying the preference. Your generation, you and Wendell's generation, is smart enough to have understood the idea of American dream ain't a real thing.
yeah.
I I kid you not. Me and everybody in my generation really grew up believing believe you can work hard
Mm.
and everything will work out. And y'all, that's part of financial anxiety
Yeah.
because you are working
Mm.
your gluteus maximus
Yeah.
off and stuff still
Yeah.
ain't working out.
Mm-hmm.
So let me ask you this: what? Because as I was researching, what about financial anxiety gives you the most anxiety? And let me say this: is it the fact that you don't have money, or the fact that you don't think you'll ever have money? Because there are people that live with two different types of anxiety. Here's an example: a college student in med school will have anxiety, financial anxiety, because they don't have money right now.
Yeah, but they gonna have money.
They're gonna have money versus a person who may work at minimum wage and has no other skills or transferable skills
Mm.
have has a different type of financial. So I'm asking to you, what do you what do you think gives you the most anxiety, or what makes financial anxiety the anxiety part? If I'm making sense.
I think. Oh, sorry. Go ahead.
I was just calling about.
I think for me it's a bit of both. Because right now, as a graduate student, whatever you may call it, I'm not making anything. Like literally I'm being paid the bare minimum. Just gonna say that.
Mm-hmm.
So like not having money and living in the city of Atlanta is a lot. Like rent prices skyrocket, food, inflation, all that stuff. So like not having money right now stresses me out because like sometimes I be wondering like where the money gonna come from for the bill? But that's okay. That's life right now. But then the other part about not having money, like I don't appreciate nor do I love when everyone's like, oh, you're a graduate student, you're about to get your PhD. The money will come, the money will come.
But
I'm
Glory,
like,
that's true. The money will come.
yes, but I need to be hired. The money can't come if I don't get hired.
But you said the money can't come if rent is due on the first.
Like,
I need it by the first.
I mean, exactly. Like, that also causes me stress and anxiety because, like, I'm in a constant state of, like, applying to things and getting rejected over and over again. And it's like, okay, I don't have the money now, but I'm being told, oh, the money will be there once you're done. But, like, as I'm trying to make plans for the money to be there, there's, like, no way out type situation. So, yeah, it's a bit of both.
I would agree with you on that. It is a bit of both. Just the fear of living on the notion of just getting by. I think that's what scares me the most. Like I said, my situation is similar to yours as it pertains to just finding different avenues and different ways to find, more financial stability moving forward because we are in Atlanta and that's considered, a hub for like Black Mecca or
Mm-hmm.
things of that nature and economic development. So that's a scary thing because you see a lot of, efforts to raise various property values and displace certain people
Mm.
because of, zip codes and, redlining and things like that. So just thinking of economic and different, policy implications as it pertains to that. That's what really scares me moving forward.
So now, now y'all should be able to pick up. I love Wendell and Glory to death, but I'm gonna be a little messy. Whose idea was it to live in the city?
Okay.
I think it was really both of us, honestly.
Okay, I was already living in the city.
Hold on, you could go
he
admit
was
it if it was her idea,
I
Wendell.
mean,
You ain't gotta. Listen, I'm here with you, Wendell.
Listen,
look.
I'd rather live here than in Covington.
We're not about to put this on Glory because, for starters, who is trying to take? I go to school. I go to Georgia Tech for people who
That's
don't know.
actually true.
And there's more
I-
opportunities.
Who's trying to be in that traffic?
Who is trying
Girl,
to be?
I agree with you on that, girl.
Like,
I agree with you on that.
Wake up at what time to be in traffic just to get? No, I'm not doing that. I live 5 minutes away from my school. I'm not doing that.
That's fair.
Yeah, we're
No.
not. We're in a good-
But you pay for that convenience.
Yeah, I pay for that convenience, but that doesn't mean I should also be struggling to pay for that convenience. Like
Yeah,
that.
But when don't think I ain't hear you hating on Covington and Kanye.
Nah, I don't. I love
I
Covington.
heard
Listen,
it. It sound like haterade.
Look,
over
I have
Hey.
Covington. Look, I have the New Rock area in my phone. So, but
Y'all,
coming
he
from
from
me,
the
I'd rather
Ox.
live in
The Ox. You know, I'm from Covington, Conyers. Stop trying to claim from
Listen.
the Ox. So respect.
Oxford, Covington, Conyers, Mansfield, wherever. I love y'all, but you don't have half the opportunities that Atlanta has. So
that's true.
that's just a fact. It's not
But
a shot.
that's why most people. I mean, you know, anybody who lives in the Atlanta area knows the suburbs is just for living.
Yeah.
Yes,
You live
absolutely.
in the suburbs and you work.
In the
But
city.
sometimes that traffic sure do make you want to pay a whole bunch more money for.
Yeah, and it's also not even
The city.
traffic because, like I said, I'm a scientist, right? And I do a lot of experiments that sometimes I gotta be there for a really long time. Like right now, I got a 20-hour experiment running. If I need to go check on something, you think I'm gonna drive all the way from Covington to Atlanta to check on it? No, it don't. It just doesn't
So
click.
what you have to do requires you to just at random have to go check on it.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh, I've been in lab at like 2 a.m., 3 a.m., 6 a.m. Like it.
What?
Yeah, it's not a good thing, but you know it demands it, and that's okay. For now, this is the season I'm in, so gotta accept it.
Yeah.
So the answer to the question I asked is for you what gives you anxiety is the not having money now, even though you know you're gonna have it.
Yes, and no.
Cause no. Listen, it is a universal truth. You will have more money at 35 than you will at 25,
Okay.
and you will
This is
have more
truth.
money at 45
Okay.
than
But
I.
that-
I have the most money I've ever had in my life, but don't think that means I'm because like Wendell says, your idea of financial stability changes.
Yeah.
Even as your family grows, your idea of financial because one day you're gonna make a lot of money as a couple with no kids and say, "Oh, we're good," and then kids gonna come and you're gonna be like, "Yo," cause what was a lot of money for a couple ain't the same for if you got one kid, two kids. Because I tell you one thing about kids, they keep eating.
Oh yeah.
They eat you out your house.
Listen.
I was one of them, so I know.
They don't have to be kids. The husbands.
Listen, I got some friends with some kids, and I tell her all the time, I say, the thing with your kids, they're doing one of three things. They're either eating, they just got done eating, or they're complaining about
Being
like
hungry.
like they're never in the state of, oh, I'm good. It's always one of those things.
Yeah. No.
Yeah, so yeah, I think for me the anxiety comes from, I have a different type of anxiety
Mm.
in that I do wonder if this is the peak of my financial ability.
Mm.
Cause as you know, oh, I think as you get older, you guys may not think about that, but you do get to a prime in your career where you feel like this is the prime.
Mm.
This is this is the best things are, and I'm trying to wonder, is there further up from here?
Mm.
When you're in school, you know for sure there's further up from here because I finished school. But now, what happens if you've been in your career for 10 years, 15 years, 20 years, and you know your life now consists of being in your career. I start to wonder, is there an up from here? Because some things don't have, this is going to sound tough. Some areas of employment or occupation don't have promotion.
Mm.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I think once you're I'm trying to think, like once you're a business owner, the only thing you can do is make more money as a business
Business
owner.
owner. Yeah.
There's nobody
Franchise
there
owner.
to promote you to super business owner because you're your own boss.
Yeah.
Versus if you're, an assistant manager, you got the possible of a GM and further up. So I
Yeah.
think there's some careers. Here's a very popular one: teachers.
Mm.
Teachers talk about that all the time. Not putting their business out, but other teachers may have this issue. I know teachers who complain about, I wonder, is this just it? Because it's no sense of there's a next level. Like, I'm not going to be a principal. I'm a K-12 teacher. And it seems like the only thing that's graduating is students
Yeah, that's
Mm.
true.
and not my career as a teacher. Because I taught third grade this year. Next year, I'm going to teach third grade. The year after that, I'm going to teach third grade.
Yeah.
So, and then this society doesn't pay teachers what they
What they
deserve.
should.
They
They
do
deserve.
not.
They do not.
They do not.
They do not.
So I would think that they deal with a sense of financial
Anxiety.
anxiety.
And they have the biggest responsibility too, which is very asinine that they're being, underpaid this way.
Yeah.
Yeah, they're responsible for how good or how bad society turns out in the
Exactly.
future.
Yeah.
Yep.
That just,
Teachers, we love you.
we do. We appreciate you. I was one of y'all for a year. Kudos to you.
You were a
'cause-
teacher, Gloria?
Yeah, I taught for a year.
How'd you like that?
It was interesting. To be fair, it was during COVID,
So it was remote.
it was very interesting.
Well, that's doable if it's during COVID. That's doable.
Is it though? Is it though? It wasn't because like you're not in control of when the children log on. Like
That's true.
that's the parents' responsibility, and sometimes the parents don't care enough to make sure their children are in school. So it wasn't.
Oh, Gloria, that's such a good
Yeah.
future episode idea.
Yeah, no, it was, and then like it was future episode because I got stories. But no, that's true. Teachers are very underappreciated. So I want to piggyback off what you said in terms of not like being at your peak and not the fear that this is it type moment.
Yeah.
There's no higher up or there's no up. Then because then comes into play the idea that you need to have multiple like turn your passions into like financial income or things like
Yeah.
that. Like does that
Glory.
what I'm asking like does
Because
that
you're gonna make these people hate me
Does
because
that
I
play-
have some
'cause-
tough views on all of this.
Because, like, because think about it. If you think like that in one aspect of your life, right? Your career, like that, you think that, oh, this is it. I can't, there's no more, like you say, you can't be a super business owner or whatever. And then some people take that as like, oh, I need to monetize like other things in my life,
Yeah.
like my hobbies and things like that. Like, what are thoughts? Because like that also can bring on financial anxiety, right?
I'll let Wendell answer this because these people gonna hate me if I give an answer. You got it, Wendell. 'Cause
Yeah, that's a question.
Ask it again. Oh, okay.
she's basically saying she's basically saying when I talked about reaching the prime of your
Right.
financial ability,
Okay.
then do you take that as saying, oh, I need to turn a passion into almost like a hustle or
Yeah,
side
like
Passion
hustle?
and profit, basically.
yeah,
Yeah.
like because like that okay, you're doing great in this one lane, but you want to like let's say you're like you said your understanding of financial stability changes over time, and you're like, oh, I want more, whatever. So you're like, I can't go higher up here, but possibly maybe if I
Yeah,
do
I feel like
this
Wendell pretend like he
on the
didn't hear the question, so I will answer the question.
on the
So I'm
side.
gonna answer the question, but
I
listen.
can answer it though.
Okay, well, go ahead, because if you come for me, Wendell's bigger than me. I'm sure he got my back. So go ahead.
Like when it comes to like your passion, I think it's something that I can definitely relate to because going into a field that I was very passionate about, it didn't make a lot. It doesn't really make a lot in terms of profit or things like that. So I find myself trying to
Wait, you know
educate
that, right,
myself.
Glory?
Huh?
I'm making sure you're not surprised. I'm making sure.
Hold on, you know this. I'm like,
Oh no,
I'm
we
making
talked.
sure Glory
No,
like,
no, we talked about this. I said
when you
no.
mean it don't make a lot, I'm
No,
making
no,
sure
no,
he's.
no.
so I've had
New beer unlocked. Oh my god, no, we talked about it.
we did. I'm about to say,
Yeah, we
person I talked to.
we talked about it.
But
I
yeah,
cut
so I
that
find
out
myself
real
trying to
quick.
educate myself in different avenues and different lanes. So I can just have that experience with me and I can have that knowledge with me just in case I need to make a move.
Mm.
But it's tough because, balancing passion and profit, it's just like, what are you doing it for?
Wow.
Yeah.
Balancing. Wow.
Like,
Yeah.
you can't. I don't know. It's
So just say your piece. Say your piece.
I genuinely do not believe you have to have a side hustle to live comfortably. That I don't think that's what it should be. No, like, yo, because the previous generation was able to work for Georgia Power their whole life and not think of a side hustle
Yeah.
and be able to buy houses, send kids to college, go on family vacations. Like, why do I have to be a musician and then sell cologne on the side and then do car washing up like that? Because and this is why I say that. When you turn passion into profit, taking that term from when you turn passions into profit, while that's all well and good, it could then start to make you dislike your passion.
and
Yeah.
forget why you started it
Yeah.
to begin with.
Like
Yeah.
I'm in a weird. You know what you guys do to relax? Like I love this about Glory. Glory dances. Glory sings. I don't want to think about music to relax, and that sounds wild to people. Do you know when I'm in the car? I'm driving in complete silence because my job is in music.
Music, yeah.
I don't want to hear music.
Fair.
To relax, it's not going to be listening to music.
Mm.
And then, the way my brain is, it then starts to analyze it and break in,
Fair.
And it's a result of me doing something that is, and I'm still passionate about it, but because it's now a job, there's going to be a sense of stress that I associate with that. So the whole idea of turning the passion into profit, I think it in the beginning it can make you a lot of money, but then we had a previous episode where we talked about then what's your hobby?
Yeah.
Like if I mowed lawns and then did music, it would be fair to say music is my hobby.
Yeah.
My job is mowing lawns.
Right.
But if my hobby is also my job, then you said that I think you said then it's not a hobby.
Yeah, it's not.
Yeah, so I don't believe in the side hustle thing, and I get that we live in Atlanta, which is home of the side hustle.
Yeah.
Everybody has a side hustle, and I'm not knocking your side hustle. I just, for me, I don't like. That's just not my thing. I don't believe in.
And can I be honest? Honest. I think a lot of the anxiety and that's attached to getting a side hustle and attached to finance and things like that. It's really spurred on by social media.
Mm.
It's spurred on by seeing different people enjoying the success and your peers. Like you look on LinkedIn, you look on Instagram, you look on various platforms, and you see them enjoying the success, and you see them continuing to enjoy this perceived lifestyle that's attached to a certain side hustle. So I think the pressure of just seeing that and just the constant comparison to that
I would agree.
also
I think comparison.
contribute to that.
Yo, actually, I agree with that a lot. I think that also pairs into financial anxiety. Some people are anxious financially, not because they're not financially
Mm-hmm.
stable, but because they're comparing their
So,
finances.
yes.
Whoa, that just hit home, Wendell.
Yeah, because
That
I
just
can I can remember when I was in college and I majored in Emory with African American Studies and Political Science, and I had certain peers make slick and sly comments about you can't do anything with that type of degree or
Who did that?
who can't.
yeah, we'll talk about it off here.
No.
You ready to go roll up on somebody,
Yeah,
Glory?
because who did that?
Yes.
No, wait, but I kind of get what Wendell says. People's perception of what financial stability and what brings financial stability. That I think that can feed into anxiety.
Yeah, and different, respect levels that are placed on certain fields and certain avenues and degrees and things like that.
So,
That's first.
so do you, I know this is peripheral, Wendell, but as a man,
Yeah.
do you feel like your self worth is tied to finances?
Oh. As much as I want to say no, I just
There is some
realistically,
subconscious, yeah.
yeah, realistically, because your job is to be a provider. Your job is to, ensure that your family is good.
Especially
So
when my family.
subconsciously, it's attached to that.
Yeah,
But
that's a
yeah.
pressure that wives don't know about,
Oh,
Glory.
yeah. I think
No,
it
no, no, no,
goes
no.
both
And
ways.
let me say this, Glory. Let me say this. Y'all wives don't come after me. Listen, Wendell is like 6'7", 300 pounds. So he looks small on camera, but don't. But I'm just saying, wives, it's in this society. That's not to say you guys don't worry about finances. That's fair. But there is the burden of like your worry of finances is will we be able to do this as a household? Wendell's worry is that in addition to will I be looked at as less of a man
Yeah.
because of that?
Mm.
'Cause here's an example. If my house gets foreclosed on, no, no, I'm keeping it real. If my house gets foreclosed on, y'all may say, "Oh, that's sad. What happened to Myron and Tammy?"
Yeah.
But in the barbershop, you know what they're gonna say? I can't believe Myron
Yeah.
let the house
Yeah.
this because society wise, that's on me.
It makes your stomach turn.
Yeah. So then like and Glory, there's times where thinking about finances, especially early in our marriage, I would stay up all hours of the night while my wife, my gorgeous queen, is snoring. Because in my brain, the thing I'm thinking about, and she may be, we may be looking at the same thing. Oh, this bill came for this. How are we gonna handle this huge expense
Mm.
because this broke down or something? And she may be thinking about the same thing, but the way I'm thinking about it is totally different. I'm thinking about it like her. In addition to, I have to do something because I have to take care of my family. It's my job as the provider.
Mm.
Cause y'all, I get gender roles differ per family. I get it. But traditionally, like Wendell said, the man is looked at as the provider.
Yeah. And I think like I agree with you guys to an extent in terms of like financial anxiety coming from like comparison or like social media and things like that. But let's not forget that it's also because of the economic system that we live under.
What
Oh
you
yeah,
say? What you say?
definitely.
Because,
Capitalism.
yeah,
Heck
right? It's definitely a symptom and a consequence
Yeah, that's
of that. Like, that's just,
you get no arguments from me there, sister.
like,
You get no arguments from me.
that's just the facts of it. So, like, and I feel like everyone well, except you're like part of the one percenters, have some level of stress or worry about, you know, money and where and how it affects their day to day, the way they're programmed. And I hear y'all, with the, men have a different way of thinking about, their responsibilities when it comes to money and things like that. But less I just wanted us not to also forget that it's not completely just social media, it's not completely just comparison, it's also you know
Systemic.
system. Yeah, that's thank you, that's the word
But we
for it.
we do fall into the trap of capitalism ourselves.
Yeah.
Yeah, no.
I'll give you an example. One thing I'm complaining about is the price of gas. I am if you, that person whining at your gas station is me. I am that person. That person is me. I complain about it every single time. And a family member told me this. You know who you are, sucker. Um, he told me. He said, "Well, nobody told you to go buy luxury vehicles." And so,
Because let me guess, you need premium, don't you?
yeah, that means I need
Oh,
premium.
no.
And so, and first of all, because it doesn't help me in the moment you telling me that, but it is
Right.
true when he said it because I'm thinking it's capitalism. Because had I just said, you know what, no
Yeah,
matter what it looks like, I'm gonna go get me a Prius.
because you need the A to B, that's it.
Yeah, because I really need to get the A. But no, I'm like, oh, I got it. So let me go ahead and, you know what? Baby, you like this car? Matter of fact, we're gonna get this car too. Yeah. But that's a trap of capitalism. Capitalism also has you
Yeah.
comparing yourselves, and so you feel like,
Yeah.
Yeah.
and y'all, that's I'm guilty of that. You feel like I should be able to at this financial level
Yeah.
be able to do, but then it comes with consequences. Consequences. You get to the pump. Listen, my oil changed $250.
Oof.
No, wait a second. You
That's
see the
a
way
flight.
you see the way Wendell
That's a
grabbed his
flight.
chest? I grabbed my chest when they gave me the price for that. I'm like,
That's the
Like-
cost of a flight.
Like, it's got to be more than the oil
That's
change
cra-
wrong with this car.
yeah.
What? No.
So
No.
it's like Gloria said, it's the system, and sometimes we're guilty of falling into that system. Like, you don't have to go to that fine restaurant. You don't have to. But you see, you made a face, Glory. The face was, but if that's what I want, and I get it, but it's capitalism.
Yeah.
It's capitalism.
Yeah. No. I think we are experiencing the consequences of it, but we're also feeding it. Like it's a cyclic process.
I agree with that.
And
So let me ask this. Did you have a question? Because I had a
No,
question I
no,
want to
no.
ask y'all. How does that anxiety show up in other areas of your life?
do you want to take this?
And why you think about that, Wendell? This is why. Because when a bill is hovering over my head, I'm grumpy. Yeah, I'll admit it. I'm grumpy. So yeah, when I just left the pump, I have a little attitude.
Yeah.
You talk about something, hey, Myron, good morning. What are you talking about? I just paid
You nothing good about
$72
this
for
morning?
gas. Don't good morning me.
Yeah.
Yeah, I have an attitude. I won't front. So how does that show up What's that look for, Glory?
You just said you pay $72 for gas.
What is that? That's just for one vehicle.
That's cool. At least you don't live in California. That's all I'm gonna say about that.
Yo,
At least you don't live in
yo.
California.
Yeah,
Because my friends in California, y'all, and I say right here, I am anti Elon Musk.
Oh, for
Oh, for
sure.
sure.
But I do understand the argument if you say, listen, I don't like that man either, but I gotta get me a Tesla because gas in Cali, I don't even know if y'all watching this. Well, I know at least I got one friend in Cali watching this. Girl, I don't know how you do it.
Yeah.
I don't even know how you do it.
I have friends in California too. It's man.
I bet you it's cheap in Iowa. No, I bet you it is. Because gas is just cheap in these big, I mean, it's expensive in these metropolitan areas. You know, as Wendell said, shout out to my people in Des Moines. But
You know what? You know what's crazy? You might be right. To be
Oh my gosh.
Wendell's
Shout
old
out to Iowa.
classmates probably look at him like, yeah, come on over, brother, come on.
They still do. Shout out to
No.
Iowa, man.
So
Ew.
how do you feel like it shows up? Does it show up in
Oh,
other areas of your
Yeah,
life?
it definitely
does.
does.
It does. I think in just I don't know how you speak. Like I'm talking about me. I'm not talking about you. Like your tonation's a little different. The bass in your voice is just
Yeah,
a little.
it will take bass out your voice.
Yes, it will, and it has you acting out of character sometimes. In terms of just like how do you oppose things and just like you find yourself, upset. You find yourself frustrated and agitated to the point where it's just like this isn't me.
Mm-hmm.
Um, but yeah, like it's something that I'm definitely, aware of. And at the end of the day, that shouldn't be taken out. That shouldn't be expressed to someone who's trying to help me.
Mm,
But
So,
sometimes you can't help it. I get it.
like,
yeah.
sometimes you gotta scream into a pillow or something.
Yeah.
And just like y'all, I get a bit agitated, but I also cry
Yeah.
because, like, I'm exhausted. Like, it comes out as
Worrying about
exhaustion.
finances is exhausting, Laura.
It's exhausting. It's so exhausting. Like, I've more than I like to admit, I've cried on so many instances because of finances. And it's not even like things, it's just random things that just you have to take care of. Like, it wasn't even on your radar. Something just
Yeah.
literally at the worst possible moment, things just something breaks, and it's always the car, guys. I'm sorry, it's always
No, Glory.
It's always
Glory, sometimes it's worse than the car. Sister, just trust me on this. Sometimes it's worse. Listen, me and my newlywed wife, we just got married. Just left our honeymoon. We went to Jamaica.
Ooh,
Beautiful.
nice.
But Jamaica is hot.
Yeah.
So having to deal, matter of fact, Jamaica is so hot that, we would have the balcony door open and it would make the room so hot that it would take the room a while to cool. So, I'm over here like, well, I'm glad to get back to Atlanta with my new wife just to get to a house that is hot. Why is the house hot?
The AC not working.
The AC
Ooh.
goes out.
Oh.
And that's it ain't no wall unit. This is central air. It ain't no $500 thing. It's not a $2,000 thing.
Oh my god.
It's a $4,500
I thought you were about to say
Wait.
45.
issue.
Okay.
Wait a second, Lori. Stuff can get worse. So I'm just saying, I 110% agree with you that at the worst time,
Yeah.
things. Yeah, here's another story. Christmas.
Yeah.
This is Christmas. We're decorating the tree. Go in the garage. Go get some more decorations for this. Yeah, I go in my garage. It's the garage, and I'm soaked. It is like it is raining.
The sprinklers.
My water heater. This is, and what's funny is, you know when it broke after we got everybody gifts, and I just said, man, whew, we ain't got no more money after getting everybody gifts. And it's like, as soon as I
Oh.
said, we don't have no more money after getting all these people
That's when
gifts.
it happened.
Oh.
Window.
That's when
That's
it happened.
that's so
Should have put that in there.
so glory. You know, sometimes it's not just the car, glory. Yes, that's horrible too. But sometimes it's just anything
Oh my god.
that, and like when I said at that time, I said, man, I literally said out of my mouth, "Ooh, wrapping all this stuff up for because you know we love her, we love Christmas, we give it." But I'm like, man, Christmas, it done took us down. I'm glad we're done with gifts because we're broke. I said that. We got everybody expensive, nice gift. And as soon as I said that,
Yikes.
Creeped up on you.
Oh my gosh.
thank God for savings and all of that.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But here's the thing. I know some couples don't have savings like that.
Yeah. But that's also like symptomatic of what's coming in, you know? Because sometimes savings is just not,
It's hard to save sometimes.
it's hard to save. And it's also, I won't say it's not a luxury, but it's just, it's not a priority when you're trying to, you want to make sure what you got going on now is covered. So,
And then the other thing is, you know how it shows up now. Y'all tell me if this happens to you. I know other people can agree with this. Sometimes it makes it hard to enjoy having money, financial anxiety. This is where my anxiety is. This is the level my anxiety is at now. When I look at my bank account and it's chock full of money, I get a little nervous because I feel like something's about to happen.
Yeah.
Well, that is a real feeling. That is a real feeling of stuff is looking
too
too
good.
good.
Too good. Yeah.
Something. Yeah.
Yeah,
Something's gonna happen.
something's bound to happen
Yeah.
because I'm not supposed to have these thousands of dollars in my account. Something I know is getting ready to happen.
Yeah.
And so I think that's the way financial anxiety shows up. It makes it hard to enjoy when you may be in that prosperous season.
Yeah.
So yeah, that's a real thing, and I think I go through that a lot.
Yeah. I think my anxiety comes from nothing being in my account, but I feel that.
Y'all would listen, y'all. We being transparent because you know. I'm glad Glory mentioned that. I do not want y'all looking at this thinking, oh, he loaded. Lies, lies, and more lies.
Yeah. No. I just like hearing your perspective, especially like not to say, you're older than us, right? You've been through a few years in your career and you're still, having some of the similar anxieties about finances that we as, starting out early career individuals. Will it get better, I guess?
Glory,
Will there be a stage and a point where
Glory, it will. Glory, I tell you this. I will bet everything I have and will ever make, it will definitely get better. You guys are gonna look back at this, and you may even feel shame that you were so worried financially about it. But and for anybody even watching that, listening, it doesn't change that your feelings are legitimate because having no money, whether you're gonna get money later, it's still I got no money. It don't matter if you 25, 26, 27 and have no money now, you could care less about what you got at 35.
Yeah.
Because 35 ain't here yet.
Yeah. I need to survive now.
What you say?
Yeah.
It doesn't
Yeah.
wait. It didn't wait for you.
Yeah, no. But I'm glad that it's gonna get a bit better.
Mhm.
It's just like right now, it is definitely a struggle. Um, and it's not even like for me personally, it's not even about like even comparison to friends. It's just the
That's
expectations that you
true.
have
That's true.
for, your life plans. I was like, oh, where do you see yourself in 5 years type stuff,
But then, Gloria, we do put ourselves under that pressure.
Yeah.
That where do you see it? Because
Self
I put myself under
optimization.
that same pressure.
Yeah.
Yeah. Yeah.
You do that, Wendell? Like tell
Yes.
yourself, you know what? I thought in 5 years I would be at
Yeah.
blank, 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 blank,
That's
blank.
human nature, honestly.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Wanting to create a
What
timeline.
causes that?
Mm.
I think it's just self optimization. Um, Feeling the need that, you're always striving for better, striving for more, and just always wanting to be better. And to be better, you need to dream bigger, I guess, or whatever. Like this correlation.
That's capitalistic thinking.
I I didn't say I'm saying, but that is the
Yeah,
mentality though. That
that's
is
true.
definitely that is the mentality. Um and it's like I said, it's a cyclic cycle, right? We're
Yeah.
always wanting more, but we need to get to a point where enough is like it's okay to just be type situation, because I'm not like going back to like the whole I don't know what you called it, but like
Mhm.
profiting off your hobbies or
Yeah.
something.
Passion to profit. Yeah.
Yeah, passion what?
Passion
Passion
to
to
profit.
profit.
Passion to profit. Thank you.
I
Like
think it's a great concept. I
there's
just don't.
there is no, cuz like yeah, there is like I don't know how many people, for those of you, I mean, watching, listening, whatever, I love to do hair. Like, I think, like, that is the form in which I express myself. Um, and there's always people like, oh, you should do this. You can make so much money. I'm like, no, I can't do it because I feel like,
Okay, I think I understand Wendell a little better now. I do think you should be able to make some money from your passion. So I guess what I'm saying, Wendell, I don't think you should have to depend on your passion
mm,
Yeah.
to make money. I
For
think
sure.
that's when it becomes stress.
Of course.
okay,
I
Cause
agree
I
with that.
I have so I think that's maybe let me clear because I have to depend I depend on music
mm,
to put money in the account because I have no skill set, no other skill sets.
you're a great talk show host.
Um, speaking of, please everybody like, subscribe,
Share.
unlike like my guy Wendell said, I know
You
you
see
see
it.
us.
You hear us because we
You
out
love us
there.
too. So please subscribe.
Yes.
Yeah.
Yeah, I appreciate this. I think who came up with this topic?
It's a jointly
Yeah.
effort.
Listen, this
My
this is a
lovely
good.
wife.
I wouldn't even. You know what? You guys tell us in the comments if you would like for us to revisit this topic because I think it's a really good.
There's more
There
to be
should definitely
said.
be a
That's
part two.
what you said.
Should
There's
definitely be
so
a
There's
part
so
two.
much more to
you
be
said there should
said.
be.
Part
I
two.
agree. There should be a part
Yes.
two
Yeah.
because listen, we literally could be here for hours talk because I was talking to Gloria before we started filming. I'm like, it's such a good, and she's like, it's just so much that you know it's in you emotionally when it comes to this
Yeah.
because finances will make you emotional.
Yeah. Yeah, it's definitely a heavy topic, and like we also need to figure out. I mean, I know for me, I've been trying to figure out ways to combat, the anxiety. So that could be, something we could talk about if y'all are interested. Um,
Yeah, I don't like my thinking because I'm like, Lord, help me combat this anxiety by giving me more money.
oh my gosh, what?
Yeah.
I mean, it will help, but then like you said, every time you go up, there's a different aspect and different
Yeah,
understanding of financial
that's true.
stability. So I don't
But then
think.
at that moment, because listen, if I had to go to a therapist and he was like, let's talk about ways you think will help your financial anxiety, I got one. Making more money will definitely help
Yeah.
my
So,
financial.
so what? But then, haven't you heard the saying or the story? Like, people, for lack of better terms, rich people are not always happy with their money because they don't have peace, something like that.
Glory.
That's a
So I'm
good
gonna
saying.
give you a new. What'd you say? Wendell?
That's a
I'm gonna give
that's
you
a
a new
deep topic.
saying. Lord, make me rich so I could test whether that theory
I would like to
is
find
right.
out.
Cause listen, if I get rich, I will be the first on the old cap episode 495. I will be the first to say, hey, listen, Glory was right. Being rich don't,
This-
cause I'm rich now, and
I'll be
but
the guinea pig for
yeah,
you.
yeah, Lord, let me find that out the hard way. Let me give me a whole bunch of money, and I'll be able to tell
Oh
you.
my goodness. Y'all are not serious.
Cause Glory, that blows me away when people say, you know what, money don't buy me happiness. Well, I want to test the theory out. I want to test the theory out.
See, I want, yeah. No, I hear you.
Yeah,
But I also I think I want peace too. So,
yeah, and
Lord,
not
bless
oh,
me with both. I guess is my prayer.
What did you gonna say, Wendell?
I mean, not to like change the topic too much, but I think you all touched on something that was really important: not letting financial anxiety seep into other aspects of your life.
That's the
And
key part.
like it shouldn't affect how good of a husband or how good of a wife you are. Just it couldn't affect how good of a family man or how good of a friend you are.
Yeah.
But stress is real.
It
Wendell.
is, but at the same time, like these are people that are in your life to support you, and they don't deserve to feel the effects of your agitation or your frustration. And like when it comes to like me, like when I see or when I experience that anxiety, like getting out of character, for me, look, I know a lot of terminology in the Bible, but I also know a lot of terminology that's not in the Bible.
Oh my goodness.
Listen, if you catch my drift, you catch my
Yeah,
drift. But
yeah,
but I
that's
know
true.
words in the Bible and there's not in the Bible as well. So it's just something that you shouldn't let affect you. It shouldn't really impact, different aspects because you can be great in other aspects of your life as well. It shouldn't have to hinder
But
that.
I think that's the
Oh, I'm about to say.
I think that's the nature of anxiety. It magnifies things too. Because I start I start going to the worst case scenario. Man, if
Yeah.
I spend all this money, then something else may happen, and now we're homeless. Like I don't know why.
Man, the worst possible.
My wife always goes to that. Why does we've never missed a payment, but that's because that's the worst case. My brain goes straight to
Yeah.
we're gonna be homeless, and she's
Yeah,
like,
yeah.
yo, yo.
Dressing in front of the building. It's just,
No.
nah, it's the worst.
No. But I think, yeah, everything you said is valid. But then, and then, not but, because I'm not going to negate what you said. Everything you said was valid. And then it comes to the understanding or the desire to like, do you want to lean on your support system? Because you're saying, like you said, like don't let your financial anxiety come out and affect your relationship with others. But then it becomes like, do I even have that desire to lean on that system type such and like figure it out from there? Because that's what community's there for, I guess. But like, are you willing to be vulnerable to get assistance in that way? But that's
Whoa.
another
This will be
we
the
might
grateful
not.
part two. This
Yeah,
will
that's
be
what I'm saying.
grateful
We might
part
not
like
have
two.
time
a revival
to
series or
lean on
something.
that
Yeah,
today.
yeah. We're
But
gonna have to
we'll be
hit this
back.
again.
We will be back.
It's like a revival.
Yeah, yeah. No. This is a serious topic.
Yeah.
Absolutely.
Like when y'all suggested it, I was just like, yeah, this is. Yeah, we definitely gonna have to hit this topic again.
Yeah.
Y'all want to go take us out?
Yeah, of course. Thank you all for listening, watching, whichever platform you are. We're so grateful for your attention because everybody's busy. But thank you. And this is the wrap for episode 4.
This is episode 4. Yeah.
Yeah.
So for y'all,
On Caffeine and
We
a
out,
Prayer.
people.
we out.
We'll see you next time.
All right.
Good night.